What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, with another video. Tired of people put their beer cans on your arcade? Is that driving you insane? Even if it's flat, you don't want it. And if it's slanted, you definitely don't want it. We got a solution for you. These convenient fold-down cup holders. Today we're going to jump right into it and talk about these drink holders. Drink holders, around $5, and they're pretty handy. So I got a handful of these to put on my units. This one's been on here since December. The other one's been in the box since December. But one of my viewers noticed it on my last video and said, hey, where's your video on these things? So here it is. I gotta watch my time apparently. And so they're adjustable drink holders, and they're currently on Amazon for $4.59. And you can get them in a few different colors. I got mostly black, but I got a couple of white ones because Golden Tea has a white face there on the side. So let's just take a look at what comes in a pack. I can open up one of these things. Open. Gotta watch my time. Now, it comes with a couple of little screws. I gotta stand right. A couple of screws in the baggie and some double-sided tape that's so thin I couldn't see where you would possibly apply this and have it be effective. It's just so thin that because it couldn't be this deep in this little slot here, because that is shallow than those screw holes there. So this stuff here, throw that in the trash. We won't throw it in the trash, but we'll put it for something more appropriate. So that's all you have right there. Watch your time. And we're going to use my favorite, the Velcro Extreme Outdoor. So we'll use that to mount it because we know its history. And if you guys are irritated by the arcade sounds, you are in the wrong place, because you're in my arcade. All right, so before we get to installation, we'll just show you. Now this, man, if you guys don't have Faygo near you, you are missing out. But this is a 24 ounce. That's about the snuggest. That's real snug in there. Okay? It'll go in there. But that's about as big as you're going to get in there. Any type of beer bottle will fit in there, no problem. It's not going to tip over. You know, you can put it in there and it's going to be fine. Water bottles, no problem. No problem there. Standard beer cans, that's going to be fine in there, no problem. What about your Slim Boys? They're going to be fine in there. They're not going to tip, you know. So all your standard drinks are just fine. So all you need for installation is one strip of the Extreme Outdoor. And so let's think about how this thing works. It fold down, sort of get where we want to put it. I want it all in the white. I don't want it over crossing the black boundary. So about here, lining up with this little edge here, looks fine. So the way it works, it folds down and this pops up, right? So it's going to lock in right under that. And gravity is going to, and the weight of anything that's placed in there is going to press against the bono part, right? It's going to press the bono. So the bono, to me, is fine. So we're going to just use one strip. Now, if we go the whole way across this plastic, that will be fine. But we don't need to be all the way. We're going to cut off a piece. I'm going to cut off a piece and split that piece into two. So we're going to cut a square off and then put those pieces in the corner to just give some added strength on the top. So about here, it's going to do. So we just want a perfect square cut off of there. So let's do that. And these scissors, I cut so much of this stuff. There's always glue on these scissors here. All right. So that's that. And you'll always probably find these pieces of plastic around the house. So my philosophy is always furry side onto what's removable. So the hard plastic side will go against the wall. So the furry side will go on this unit. So we'll put the furry side on first. Come on. All right, we'll put these somewhere where I can find them. So I'm just going to center this as much as possible. Don't have to be perfect. And put his, oh, I'm sorry, geez, I'm always out the camera. Stand here. So I'm just going to put this on firm. Now they would probably recommend that you apply that and then close this up and sit this down for a few hours without messing with it, right? Put some weight to it. That would probably be the recommended thing. So you do that. Remember, I do it the wrong way, so you can do it the right way. All right? So that's that. So then with the other piece, the square, I'm just going to cut this into a triangle. Corner to corner. And so that's just going to reinforce these corners. So we got to make sure we put it on the right side. So this is going to be mounted like that, right? Can you see? Yep. So it's going to be mounted that way. So we want them to be up in these top corners here. And so I'm just going to put these up in the corner. As much as possible in these corners. Furry side onto the object. Just to reinforce the top of this. And I'm going to put it within the edge of this. Just going to put that within the edge. You know, I never know if I'm in the camera. I got to get better with that. So I'm just going to, just a little extra. This is going to hold it well enough, but it's longer than it was longer than was needed. And so it just makes sense to use it just for a little added security. And we're going to put that one. up in this corner, opposite corner. All right. Just make sure you're getting in there. All right. So we can lose plastic here. Here. Come on. And here. All right. And so again, we want this to be lined up with this edge under. Yeah. I don't think I put that on straight. Probably should use a level. That's it. Just apply pressure. So that stick. And see what I mean? When you press down on it, it's automatically gonna go. If you have something heavy in there, it's automatically gonna push onto the bottom. So you just want to reinforce this top. And that's it. I think the white blends in. I got that at an angle. Should have been watching. So that's gonna bug somebody, right? Like, your thing's at an angle. I can't put my drink on it because it's not perfectly straight. So that's it. There you go. Simple, easy, quick. Just want to make sure that guy is in there. I probably should have put it on the actual edge, because the edge would have been off, would have been hidden under this edge of here. So that top is probably not as fixed as it could be. So you probably want to put it actually on the edge of the device. It could be just because I put it on a little crooked. Apply pressure. But again, the one in the center is going to hold that for years without any type of budge. So I wouldn't worry so much about it. There's no rock. You could put one on the opposite corners of each other just so there's a balance, but that's not going to go anywhere. All right. And, you know, let's just see them without anything in them. They both kind of disappear a little bit, don't they? The white's a little off-white. But just at glance, just on a glance, you don't really see those unless you're looking for them. All right, well, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. It helps the channel grow. It lets me know that you guys are there. Just like this video is the product of someone saying, hey, can you make a video about this? So you want to see something, put it in the comments. If it's possible, I'll get it done, right? But I don't know what you want to see unless you're telling me. Again, you can learn from my mistakes and then invest your money wisely. So comment below, hit the like button. Let me know what you like about this. And as always, until next time, I'll see you on the web. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen my previous video where I showed you how to make your off-on switch turn off everything, not just the Pi, but everything, make sure you checked it out because I had an issue in that video, but it appears to be working now. I hadn't had any flukes. So now when you hit the switch to off, you didn't have to double click it. Everything goes off. See? Works just like a charm. Mama.